Smriti-Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad-Patam Shankaram Loga Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Bhatarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavandau Punah Punah Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmatacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhakine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Gokaro Anthakaro Vairukarastan Nivartakaha Anthakara Nirodhitvad Gururitya Vidhiyate Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste, all of you. We are going to see the Bhaja Govindam. What we have stopped was first slogan and its meaning. Now we will enter into the second slogan. I will read the first
one request. I think you speak near to the mic.
Okay.
Thanks.
Now you can listen me carefully.
Yeah, when you're near to the mic, we can listen.
Okay.
Very clear.
So we are directly entering into the Bhaja Govindam. We have already seen. We already saw the first verse and its meaning. Now we are going to see the second verse and its meaning. Before that, I will chant once again the first slogan. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshayukrin Karane. So, Shankara was criticizing a grammarian who is old and he is almost ready to depart from this world, and even at that time he was studying the Sanskrit grammar properly. Of course, Sanskrit grammar is very much essential to understand the meaning of Vedas or Vedanta. There is no question about it. There is no dispute on it. The point is, once you have almost completed your good life, now you are in a time to depart from this world. It can be any time. And you are studying something other than your human goal. Then it's a subject to be thought of. Am I doing the proper thing in my life, or should I do something better than this? So Adi Shankara criticizes the grammarian only in the first verse. Remember, it doesn't mean that grammar is not needed in order to study Veda or Vedanta. Of course, for moksha, you don't need anything. Mauna Vyakhya Pragadita Parabrahma Tattvam Yuvanam. With a complete silence
And listen, ingo one thing.
Okay. Just we lost the connection because of Rishikesh winter. Sometimes it will go and come, but it's okay. Yeah. So I'm sorry. So Vedanta, if you want to go more deep, you need grammar. So you have to keep in this mind. And only in the first verse, he criticized a grammarian, but all other verses are meant for us. Those who are living a normal life without knowing the human goals and where to reach through a human body. What one should do in one's life after getting this precious human body. So he is going to say about all these things in this simple prakarana called Bhaja Govindam. So now we will enter into the second shloka. He already mentioned the grammarian Govindam Bhaja. May you service, may you pray, may you settle your life towards one goal, which is called Govinda. Govinda have two meanings. One is Vishnu, our Vasudeva, Perumal, and other is an entity which is known through the valid means of knowledge, what we call Vedanta. An entity which is obtaining in Vedanta is also called Govinda. May you study or may you realize Govinda instead of studying the grammar at this age, because this grammar is not going to help you to reach your destination. You will not be free from the cycle of death and birth. This is what he conveyed through the first slogan. Now we will go to the second slogan, second verse. I will read the second verse and I will give the meaning. Muda jahihi dhanagama trishnam kuru sadbuddhim manassi vitrishnam yallabase nija karmopatam vittam tena vinotaya chittam. Once more I will read. Muda jahihi dhanagama trishnam kuru sadbuddhim manassi vitrishnam yallabhase nija karmopatam vittam tena vinotaya chittam. As a song, there is again Bhaja Govindam is repeated, like Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. Okay, we will see one of the fantastic meaning of this verse. So first slogan is only to be directed towards a grammarian who is studying grammar. Now onwards, all the slogans are meant for a ordinary human being who is not using his discrimination towards what is to be done. So keep in this mind. Now onwards, the advice is towards us. What is the advice? Shankara says this, Muda. Hello, deluded person. Deluded person means it's not a madcap or a person who don't know how to deal with the world. No. A person who is dealing properly the empirical world is called a deluded person. It's not that a person who cannot say something, who is very much innocent and naive to deal with the world and people who don't know the dramatic way of the world. And it's not meant by Mudaha. I already mentioned this word Mudaha in the previous slogan, who don't know what is right and wrong, and it is all mixed up, and a person living with these ideas is called Mudha. We will study more about Mudha in this shlokan. Of course, this will be the only word in Sanskrit language in order to poke somebody, Okay. Mudha, a deluded person. Actually, it's Sambodhana Prathama. Hey Rama, like Mudha. Oh Mudha. We should take this slogan towards us. A deluded person. Hello, deluded person. Like that we can convey the meaning. Jahihi. May you give up. Ohak tyage. Jahadi. Gives up, sacrifices. May you give up. What one should give up? Dana agama trishna. Trishna. Craveness, craving towards certain thing, an unsettled desire towards something, even though you have sufficient in your life. Trishna. Just like when you are thirsty, you will drink a water 4 or 5 glasses immediately, There is an inner call to eat or drink something, means you want this today. That's called craving, Trishna. May you give up this Trishna, the unsettled desire for certain thing. What? Dhana agama Trishna. And hunger towards money. What is meant by hunger towards money? I want to give some explanation regarding this. Every human being, in fact, every living being is a seeker of happiness. Everybody want to be happy in their day-to-day life, second by second. For that purpose only, they will coordinate their life, they will plan their life, they will build up their life in order to get happiness in their life. That's why we have a Purushartha called Kamam. Happiness. As an ordinary human being, when the senses are in contact with certain objects, I feel happy. This is the normal way of getting happiness. When I eat a good ice cream, there is an Amul ice cream called Afghan fruit. They say that all the fruits which are the ingredients of this particular ice cream is brought from Afghanistan, Afghan fruit. When we eat this Amul ice cream, Amul is a branded name of one of the Indian ice cream, a branded name in milk products in India. Everybody knows, even though I'm saying Amul, a good, they provide one of the good products to in ice cream, in cheese, whatever it may be. So when the senses are in contact with the particular objects, we are happy. In order to buy the objects which can make me happy, I need money. Money don't make me happy directly, but there is an indirect connection. Money can buy certain objects. Those objects which will give me happiness. When the senses are in contact with them, I will be happy. So each and every human being in this world, right from the beginning, they will get into a focus of how to make money, how I can make money in this world. And also parents will also force them to enter into a job. You study well and you know the knowledge. They don't say you study this science and may you understand what is told in this particular engineering. They won't say you become a doctor and you make money and you get married and you settle in somewhere. They don't say about anything about knowledge. They are not interested to receiving the knowledge. Through a job, you have to get money. Through money, you have to become happy. So, every piece of happiness in my life, I can bring in my life only through money. So, in this empirical world, money is the king. I am also forced from the childhood by also imagination, anumanam also I see people are running behind money because money brings everything. If you have money, people will respect you. If you have money, they will give a chair wherever you go. If you have money, you can be anything in this world. And they don't ask you, how did you make this money? They only ask you how much money you have. Whether you made in an improper way or an immoral way, doing some illegal activities, they don't consider. In this world, people don't have time to look upon what they are doing, what to talk about how others are doing or what others are doing. They themselves don't have idea what they are doing, They are just centered on their selfish motivations. They are self-centered. They just making what they are doing. They want immediate benefit. For that, they will do anything. So money can bring happiness. I am told right from my childhood. And it is registered. And I should make money in this world somehow. That's why hospital is now a business, Because money is the main concern. A hospital, whatever it may be, Human body parts are now a subject for business, kidney, heart, whatever it may be. Everywhere you go, money matters. How much money you have, they respect you. Your dealings are not being considered. You make money in this world. And they say, Kali Yuga, a moral person cannot live. This is the justifying statement for that. If you say some dharmic methods to live in this world, nobody follows. Your dharma will only make you to go down and down. You will not have a good life. We should run along with the society. Everybody is doing adharma, we will also do adharma. To make money, these are all proper way, So money matters everywhere. And people are behind money. Their full focus is on making money. Till the last day. Money, 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 money. If I have money, I can buy this type of car. If I have money, I can build one more floor in my building. If I have money, I can give to this person and I can collect some interest. Every type of ideas I am having. If I get this money, if I get some money. So in order to get money, I will be involving in different activities. Suppose if I am not a person who is informed by a traditional teacher, I don't know what is dharma and adharma. And I will be doing certain activities which I don't know it's wrong or right, I want money, that's all. So Adi Shankara want to divert one's focus from money towards the one of the best human goal, what we call moksha, freedom from the death and the birth cycle, freedom from all kinds of bondages which can cause sufferings and pain. Adi Shankara want to divert our priority from the money towards Purushartha. Advices are in three manners, In a polite way, you can advise somebody. Chollikkudu. You can say in a proper way, please don't do that. You do this properly. The person is not interested on this polite way of advice. Then you have to nullikkudu. You have to give some punishment or some harsh word you have to use. Maybe that language will work in them. It may be harsh for you and for them, but it will help a lot. That's why we are punished by our parents while we are a student, They have beaten. Our teachers have given certain punishment because not doing the homework properly. No other way on that time. Nullikkudu. In a small way, you give some punishment, or in a harsh way, you direct the person to do that activity, Make them to do by rude words or harsh way, or giving small punishment in their life. And there is another way of advice, You give the advice and you are not interested, the person has to do this. If he is interested in his progress, let he take this advice. Udasina bhavena upadesham karoti. Talikala. You give the advice and you stay in udasina bhava, in a witness way, I have given the instruction. Now it's your choice. That's what Krishna's standpoint. Idithe jnanamakhyadam guhyad guhyataram maya. Vimarsha yeda tasheshena yatha ichasi tatha kuru. I have given all the instructions, Arjuna. You don't immediately swallow it. You think yourself in the vimarshana buddhi, just denying, in the sense of denying my instructions. Keep that. Should I take it or not? Vimarsha etat asheshana. Completely you deny. You can deny with your mindset whether I am telling a right thing to you or wrong thing towards you. Should I take into my life what you have given to me, what I have given to you? You think in a proper way. Vimarsha etat asheshana. Yatha ichchasi tata kuru. Then you do whatever you want. Yatha ichchasi. What are you to do? What interest you have to do, you do that. You need not to take me. This is the third way. Udasina bhavena upadesham. Here, it's not that way. Here it is a second way. Nullikudu. It's in a harsh way. Truth, sometimes it's bitter, but one has to say the person, Only doctors can hide our diseases. All other people has to say. We have to say the truth. If not, you will miss the obvious. So, Shankara is giving certain way, certain words which can directly go inside our mind. So, Muda Jehihi Dana Akama Krishna. Money cannot buy happiness. It's a fallacy. Money cannot buy happiness. That's a Vedantic way of explanation. We are not entering to that. A few things I will connect you with that. Money can buy a good bed, but you cannot buy a good sleep. We know that. Money can buy a good car, but money cannot buy a peaceful mind. You will be always thinking about your background, how I can repay to that bank. What is the point of giving lot of tension in your life? Everybody have a car. I should also own a car. There's no rule like that. If you have a need, you have to. Of course, we are all interested in comforts. We are all interested in our necessities, but not to be luxury. Necessities one has to fulfill. Comfort, for a level you have to fulfill, not to go to luxury. Luxury is something you have sufficient money and you are throwing this money towards ocean like that. It's okay. Do good things towards the world. That's why in Tamil, Kuduttu Vaitavan, a person who is lucky is called Kuduttu Vaitavan. Means in the previous birth, he has given somebody by distribution of food, by distribution of clothes, by distribution of certain money towards somebody. Kuduttu Vaitavan. What a beautiful way of presentation of a person who is having luck, isn't it? Kuduttu Vaitavan, avaru. That's why if you have something more than what you need, you become a Kuduttu Vaitavan. Give to somebody. Sow as you reap, You sow something and you reap, In next birth or wherever there is a need, you are collecting some punya and keeping in your account. It's a deposit in your life. So, Muda Jehihi Dana Agama Trishnam. May you divert your focus from the priority of making the money. You please focus, just divert your focus toward what is to be done in a human life. Muda Jehihi Danagama Trishnam. Then Kuru Sadbuddhim. Sadbuddhi. Kuru, may you start. In Sanskrit, Kuru means may you start. May you, today itself, may you start. Sadbuddhim. The word Satha has two meanings in this shloka. One is Sadbuddhi. Sat can be taken into dharma. Sat can be taken into the Vedantic entity, Atman, Sadbuddhi. May you realize your Atman, Kuru Sadbuddhim. May you realize the dharma to live in this world. Before making money, that's why in our Purushartha, dharma is kept first. Dharmena artham. Sadbuddhim kuru. May you realize the entity which is told in Vedanta from your traditional teachers after earning all kinds of prerequisites in your life. Suddenly you go to a traditional teacher and if you listen some Upanishads, you will say, I cannot understand anything. That's why prerequisites are essential, and one of the prerequisites are being told in the next as a next word, vitrishna. Kuru sadbuddhim. May you focus on the sadbuddhi towards the entity which is told in Vedanta or towards the moral life or dharmic way of living. Instead of living for money, you earn certain things which will carry along with you when you depart from this body. All other things you have to leave here, Or our children's, or suppose our relatives will be around us and we are wearing some golden malas, garlands and golden rings, they will share everything. Before your body entering into the Panchamahabhutani, they will share all the things first. I will take the ring, you will take the garland, you will take the bangle, I will take the kadagam, I will take the kundalam, earrings. They will share all the things, But when you do dharma in your life, you will carry along with your jiva. Dharma and a character, A character is a coin which has value wherever you go. Dharma is a coin not only in this world, in any another world, this is valid. You do certain things towards people. You do certain things towards animals. You do certain things towards nature, which is dharmic. They are all there in this creation. Don't live a life only for my children and my husband, or only for my children and my wife. No. There are some things around you. You should be aware of that. Manasi vitrishna. Kuru sadbuddhi. Manasi vitrishna. Manasi, in the mind, may you start to realize sadbuddhi. Once you have that moral way of living, you earn very less. You earn very less. Suppose you have a business mind, how to earn money, then you will get a mountain of wealth in your life because you are very selfish. How to earn money from this world? I don't give to anybody. Business means that is, Then you will earn lots of money in your life because you don't distribute anything to anybody. You just keep yourself focusing. It's my money I made in my life. I will keep with me. I don't give to anybody in this world. The more you are greedy, the more you acquire money. You will accomplish wealth and money in your life. The more you are having a sharing mind, food, money, whatever it may be, you earn less. But your dharma, it's there, bags and bags of dharma, luggages of dharma, which will be valid anywhere you go. A person who doing dharma, we can see in their face itself, they don't have the craveness towards the world or certain things. They do certain dharma. Before I eat something, I should give something to somebody. It's a dharmic way of living. There are people I have seen. In olden days, in the Agraharam, where I live, mommies used to come outside the house at 11 o'clock. If somebody is going outside, or you want some food, we have some food to give, it's ready now. They call somebody and they will feed somebody, then only they will eat. What a beautiful way of living. They will sleep properly in the night. There is no restless night for them in their life. Because every day they share their things with others, whatever they can do. At least you can feed some ants. One piece of biscuit is enough for 100 of ants can eat for one day, Some food for the street dogs. Maybe you may not find out a human being daily, or you are having a busy life in your life. Something you have to do dharma. Sadbuddhi, that's what moral way of living, dharma. The word dharma itself, dru, to wear, you should own that, like a shirt when you're wearing. Like that, dharma, one should act upon that and one should own that, One should wear that dharma. Sadbuddhim kuru manasi vitrishnam. And make a different way of life in your life, while living in the society. You become a model for others. Vitrishna. Viparita Trishna, Vikataha Trishna, a dispassion towards money and attraction towards dharmic way of living. Business means you have to tell lie. Once I have heard how this Pepsi is made. There was one dedicated Amma along with our Rishikesh 3-year course, when we are doing before 15, 17 years before. So her husband was in Pepsi company, and we have a conversation with him. We used to because whenever he comes, he gives a lot of Pepsi for the students, whoever want, So I asked one day, and few others also along with me, how it is made and everything. He says it cost only 1 rupee or 2 rupee, everything all together, one Pepsi bottle. Only 60% of our income is going to advertisement. Only 40% it's our benefit. 1 rupee or 2 rupee only, the whole cost will be for one bottle of Pepsi. They say, wow. That much artificial ingredients are used to make a drink, Business is like that. There is no morality in business. Only centered on how much money I can earn today. By cheating somebody, by looting somebody, by ignoring their life, how can I make money? So, a person who is having mind, a human being, humanity, if it is there even now, a person cannot even sleep if they say some lie on that day, What to talk about cheating somebody can sleep, killing something and somebody can sleep, eating a piece of meat which is made of utter cruelty. How can somebody can sleep, Cooking a fish and cutting into pieces and enjoying that meat and you can sleep means You are out of consciousness. It's a common sense to be think, Universal value, ahimsa. Universal value, not looting somebody. Universal value, not to take advantages of other people. They believe you and you are taking advantages on them. This is how we can make money. So, Muda Jahihi Dana Akama Trishna, may you focus may you divert your focus from the wealth towards dharma or towards the entity what is told in Vedanta. Listen or study from under traditional teacher. Then only one can come to know what is dharma or what is Vedanta. I'm connecting this line, Kuru Sadbuddhim Manasi Vrtrishna. And Shankara says the the Vedic sentence, Yel labase nija karma upatam. What you acquire daily in your daily life by living an appropriate life. Nija karma upatam. By doing proper actions in your life without bribing, without looting, without cheating, without taking advantage of a situation. A person live a moral life. Lot of morality, each and every part of life. Have enough time to think about others. Have enough time to share with others' pain. These are all called karma. When you do certain things and enjoy your bread means that's not karma. That's an animal instinct, prakriti. Karma means a human being who have all kinds of discrimination towards the world and people who are living along with us, Yellabase, that which you gain through your daily moral activities. Yellabase, nija karma upatam. One of my traditional teachers, who is from Coimbatore, in Tamil Nadu, they say before 150 years before, there was a cloth merchant in Coimbatore. His way of living is something different from other business guys. He comes, it was in the main street of Coimbatore, Opanakara Vithi. It's a story almost 150 or 180 years before. Okay. This old man who is almost 50 to 60 years old, he used to come and open his shop. Each and every cloth what he has hanged around in his shop, there are two prices, One price, I brought this thing for this much rupees. I will sell this for this much rupees because transportation charges, certain other charges, all other things, and my part also. This much is the amount which I am selling this piece of cloth. So there are two amounts are written in each piece of clothes. And there is a pan in front of his shop, near to him, where he is sitting. He just sit there. People can come, choose the cloth, and put the money on the pan. That's all. No account, no cashier, no salesman, nothing. He just come at 10 o'clock. He will close the shop at 4 o'clock evening and he will go back. Whether the people come, whether the people took something, he don't have nothing to do with that. He just read Vishnu Sahasranamam, and stay in the shop. Nija karma ubatam. Bhagavan has given a role to play as a cloth merchant, and I will do this properly. Nowadays, it's not possible. People will cheat you. On that olden days. More olden days means in Satya Yuga, people were always talking truth. That's why that Yuga itself have Satya Yuga. You can believe anybody. Everybody only speaks truth. That's why Satya Yuga. But not in Kali Yuga. It's not possible. It's now day by day, people are becoming more and more congested with their mindset. But this slogan is valid for a spiritual seeker, not for a person who wants to make his business grow. We are talking towards somebody who can think beyond the nose. We are not talking to a person after listening for 1 hour Bhaja Govindam, immediately go to the share market and what is this share market? No, I am not talking to that person. I am not interested also. I am only interested to speak or to take class with the spiritual seekers. That's all. That's why truth is something bitter. Even Shankara says, Yellabase nija karma upatan, doing something, working something. When you sweat, when you are earning something in your life, and when you sweat, that earning will not go from your hands without asking you, because you made with your sweat. Yellabase nija karma upatam. It's enough for me. There are vegetable vendors even now in Rishikesh. I can see. If you go with 2 rupees, please give some coriander leaves. There are some people who are very old. They will give a bunch of coriander leaves and give to me. If you go to some other young vendors, for 2 rupees, there is no coriander leaves. Go, sir. 2 types of vendors are even available. Those who are having big mind, those who are having small mind. They don't know to deal with the world and people. They are just focusing on money. They don't understand the way of the society or the people. So here, Yellabase nija karma upatam, by doing one's own activities properly in an appropriate manner, what you will get in your daily life as a bread to eat in that day, that is enough. That is sufficient. You don't focus on money, because money is something which will come towards you if you have more dharma. Then you will ask, there are people who are doing adharma and becoming more and more richer in their life. See, there is a big eye, surveillance camera, Lord's karma. The Lord is looking all the things. So you need not to focus on others, how they are becoming rich, how they become more wealth and everything. We are spiritual seekers. We believe in God, and God is in the form of people, society, animals, nature. We cannot disturb them. We cannot loot them. We cannot cheat them. We live a proper life without doing certain wrong things towards people or society. I earn certain money, and I also distribute certain things those who are really needed in their life. Yellabase nija karmobatam, and do that. Vittam tena vinodaya chittam. Vittam, money. By that money, may you enjoy and may you acquire happiness. May you become more and more peaceful in your daily life. That's why chittam word is enjoined here in this last sentence. Vinodaya chittam. You can buy a good ice cream, but you will not be happy with your mind. That's a vinodaya chittam. Really speaking, mind should settle after doing certain things in your life. If it is unsettled, you have done something wrong. Once you feel I am settled, I am happy to sit here. I can sit for 1 hour. I can sit for 30 minutes. I can meditate. I can do certain things by focusing on certain things. That's called a settled way of living. Your mind is completely settled with calm and peace, So you can buy a good and new luxurious car, but you will not be happy with your mind. You can buy I told you in a simple way, you can buy a good bed, but you will not be happy or you will not get a good sleep. In order to get a good sleep, a proper happiness in one's life, sattvic happiness, which will be doing only by moral and dharmic things in one's life. You acquire some money through a sattvic way, and you spend the money in a proper way. By that money, the last sentence says that, by that money, vittam tena vinodaya. Vinodam, may you enjoy and bring some happiness and peace in your life. What you have acquired through a moral way, how much money you have acquired in the moral way. By that, you acquire happiness and peaceful in your life. See, when you distribute something towards somebody, a food or a cloth, you will be so much happiness within yourself. There is an inner leisure by doing certain things in your life. Sometimes money. That's why dhanam become more important in our tradition or culture. Our dhanam is very important. You distribute some food, you distribute some clothes, you distribute some money for the right person. Then that money will go in a right way. That's why dhanam. You have enough things in your life. I have 2 shirts. I will distribute 1 shirt to somebody. So, vittam tena vinodaya chittam. May you enjoy with that money what you have acquired through the dharmic way. Make your mind happy and peaceful. This is the meaning of the 4th sentence. Now we'll enter into the next slogan. What's the time? Let me check. Yeah, it's almost time, but I will read and I will give the explanation in the next section, next class. Okay. Nari bhara nabhidesham drishtva makha mohavesham edan janmavamam savigharam manasi vichintaya varam varam. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. Thank you, everybody. We are going to see the next Saturday. I'm sorry because of the net of Rishikesh, because of the cloud and fog, it may come and go sometime, but don't worry. I will try and come immediately. Thank you for waiting for me, all of you. Om Namah Shivaya. See you.
Thank you, Swamiji.